July, and we just finished Earthlings event here at Surrey Hills. It was a very successful event. We had approximately 30 people attended, and this very much the middle of winter, so great attendance considering the season, and about 15 people, so about 50% signed up to the Sydney Bean Club 30-day Go Vegan Challenge to change their lifestyle. So excellent night all round, well done team. So how do we go tonight? What can we share about the conversations that you had and the questions that people raised after watching the film?
So I think the first person who stormed out of the room, it was a man, and I think you had a very long conversation with him.
He left just after the dog scene, so it's the same way. They're using just like dogs, which most people can relate to a dog because they've owned one as a pet at some point in their life, or they know someone who has. So he found that really difficult to watch, and he stormed out and he was swearing, and he looked really upset. And we had a little chat for a while, but he was also saying that he only really ate a little bit of meat, saying like trying to justify it as okay. So, it's just a little bit, it's not that often. It's just once a week sometimes, like it's just once a week. But I was explaining to him, I'm like, but it's still the same thing, it's just once a week, so it's still supporting this exact same thing, it's just once a week, it's just the same act though, it's the same amount of pain, cruelty. And he understood that, and he was a bit hesitant to sign up for the 30-day vegan challenge. He wanted to get my email, but then I said, we'll just try it, it's a goal, you can work towards it, and he was quite happy to do that, so he signed up, and he understood it too. He was quite upset, and he was even talking about wanting to go and defend the animals. I was like, well, you can do that every day, just when you sit down to eat a meal. You can save an animal 3 times a day if you wanted to.
And then I think the second person, it was another man, and we were talking to him, and he had lots of arguments, and one of the arguments was that we're all carnivores, we're all meant to eat meat.
I like that.
But we're kind of trying to tell them, well, look, we are very similar to apes, and our digestive system is very similar to apes either. And then he kind of started to kind of argue about, oh, but what about plants? They have feelings too, and there is a research paper, and then Louis actually told him that, well, it's just a response coming out of plants. It's not really feelings.
Yeah.
They don't have a brain, they don't have a nervous system. At the end, he signed up for the Go Vegan Challenge. So, yeah,
Well,
so good. Good job.
apparently he wanted me to be his mentor. And I'm like, oh yeah, you're cool, I like you, man. And Glenn said, should I be saying his name? But I said it anyway, but anyway. So Glenn said to me, he and his partner, he was vegan, and that was quite obvious due to her glowing appearance. And I said to him, so what improves is like, I could tell because, and he's like, how could you tell? How could you tell she looked vegan? I said, well, the glowing appearance, your circulation improves when you low fat that. And then he says, oh well, yeah, a pink glow. He says, well, if you just like slap the skin, then there's a pink glow. I'm like, oh, that's messed up. Have you seen Ted 2 or something? And he said, no, but yeah.
And there was a girl, she's doing the Ramadan as well. And I was like, oh, Alan is doing that at the moment. And you had the chat with her?
I briefly chatted with her, yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Well done.
I was talking to 4 ladies at once, and they were all from Indonesia, and they were all vegetarian. and they said that, well, the gist of it was that they're looking to go the extra belief, so I think that's great. Yes, and I think one of them signed up for all of them, and I said, well, if you all sign up, you get mental.
I think
so
two of the
two more
They all
signed
shared
up.
a house, right?
Yeah, they lived all together.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, we're gonna do it slowly. But yeah, I think they will get there. Fine. Yeah.
Another lady was considering going vegetarian. She was at that point. And I said, do you think you might leapfrog that and go straight to being vegan? She said yes.
Oh.
Vegan is a new vegetarian.
Yeah.
I was actually talking to a lady who refused to sign up for the challenge, and I asked her why. She said, because I think for some people animal protein is necessary. I said, well, there's no reason. And I asked her, did you watch Forks Over Knives? She said, yes, I did, and I tried a vegan diet, but I think I just need animal protein. I just need some eggs and dairy, and that's the reason why she wouldn't sign up for the vegan challenge.
It's all about the media. They have a lot of influence on people. They
I know.
believe we need to have animal products to survive, but as we can see, we all thrive on a vegan
The fact that
diet.
she was here tonight.
It was
Yes.
good, yeah. Well, we planted the seed, and it's good.
But she even said that she looked up some studies and she found out that we don't need animal protein. But she said for herself she needs it.
Yeah.
I'm sure she'll get around.
She's
You
different.
do get people saying that. And sometimes you might meet them in 6 months and I'm over that. I'm a vegan.
Well, the guy that I met, his grandfather is a vegan, so he was like very admired him and decided to take up the challenge when I mentioned it. So
I think he's from Samoa.
Samoan, yeah,
and he said,
the
oh,
Greek
it's
culture
very meat focused.
with his brain. So
He's trying it. It's good.
I talked to 2 guys who said that they wouldn't last 2 days, but managed to convince them to sign up to the 30-day challenge, saying like, if you can do it for a week, challenge yourself, and like they started having this little competition, like who could last the longest. So I'm gonna give it a go.
Okay, well done team. So we'd like to keep continuing to do these events and to educate and raise awareness and inspire people to go vegan. So we need your help to support these events. So if you can contribute in any way, just with a few dollars or any large or small amount, that'll really help us to continue to put these events on, which are so effective. And this year we've had over 500 people, 550 now have seen the film, and over 130 have signed up to go vegan out as a result. So it's highly effective, and we hope to have you supporting it. Thanks very much. Well done, team.
Oh yeah!